So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go. Let's do this. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Set. Hurry up, get set. Lady. 11.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And some room to roam now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Akers.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Akers looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's going to be brought down on what'll be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a run with Akers.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Jacob Harris.
His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
CD for them. This has just been an awful.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Leonard Fournette, 4 touchdown runs. From there, we moved to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. 8-6 was the final score in a closely fought contest. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll have fans at Allegiant Stadium for the very first time. What a night it'll be. Ravens, Raiders, live from Las Vegas. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did, and that should set them up well for the second half to come. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, 48 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone...
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now it's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. On second down now, Akers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Stafford going to throw it. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
160 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Escaping the pressure right.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford, flush to his right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. So the L.A. Rams were the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for L.A., it's a victory for Matthew Stafford in his first game as a member of someone other than the Lions. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go!
Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
On second down, Akers. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to...
Touchdown, L.A.! Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he...
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd and a yard, Stafford eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Kenny Moore. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Stafford. Akers has got the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Being chased out left. He'll dump this off to Akers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a 2nd down. Now Stafford forced out to his left. Going up top for Kupp. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball. 20. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On first down, Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stafford. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
Got him again, got him again.
Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hand.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Going up top for Kupp. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Colts set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A big play there for L.A. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Rams are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can... Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll run on first down. Akers, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are...
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Los Angeles, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Stafford on third down. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try and run for it.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 30.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Rolling to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Steps away to his left. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. To the air again, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A final shot before the break. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Lay down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check that.
Throwing is Stafford. Being chased out left. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He was out there waving his arm.
Bruce Arians taking exception to that last call, and he's going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go. Ready. 180. Check right 54. Watch the pass.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Going up top for Kupp, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Forced out to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the...
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? On 1st down, Akers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give running right is Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
32.
Throwing here, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the 1st, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Los Angeles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. Still scoreless here in the 1st, but a 3rd down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. On 3rd down, Akers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1. Down at a yard. Now it's Stafford. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down. Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a 1st down in the red zone. Now Murray again. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. An option handoff given to Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On first down, Stafford here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives. Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. From the 16, Murray to Connor on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Keep playing hard.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. On 1st and 10, Stafford flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Dancing to his left. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Arizona, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for L.A., the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.